From the world-famous comedy bar in beautiful downtown Toronto, it's And a Scotch Egg, Her Majesty's finest all-weather panel show. Please welcome your host, Mike Payne.
Hello, everybody! How are ya? I feel like I've seen some of you before. Are you from a meetup group? I love it. We have a great fucking audience here tonight. This is a fantastic occasion. Welcome to And a Scotch Egg. It is our British-style panel show. I think you're really gonna fucking like it. There's nothing like it in Toronto. Let's see here. How many of you been to a panel show before? What? You were here the last time. That's right. All right, you are a golden god, buddy. And that is a quote from a movie right there. Wow. Can you tell me which movie it was?
Almost Famous.
Yes! You win 5 points. Well done. You cannot redeem them for anything because they are imaginary. All right, let's see here. Well, for anybody who doesn't know what a panel show is like, it's kind of like Netflix is The Fix, or sort of like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Our show will have 2 teams or panels of comedians who will be pitted against each other in a series of trivia and improv games. This is the Movie Madness edition of our show. So our panelists will be racking their brains to compete in games all about my favorite subject, movies. Is it your favorite subject too? Honest. Another 5 points right there. Nice. All right, let's see. This could range from movies as recent as Avengers Endgame to ones as twisted as Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, to movies as old as Metropolis. Has anybody else seen Metropolis here? Yeah, we have some art nerds. That's good. Whoa. All right, we're on to pop quiz, everybody. Okay. The first Matrix was shot in Sydney, Australia, largely standing in for its American setting. However, what Australia-specific problem kept recurring during the shoot?
Australians.
Ooh, Australians. All right, 5 points.
Just like all the snakes and spiders that live in Australia.
No, it was the bloody ruse, mate. It was their fucking ruse, eh?
Daffy gun.
Daffy gun.
Jesus, that was a lot. All right.
They took my Foster beer.
Steve Irwin's ghost.
10 points to Kyle. He wins that round. Look at that. Well, the real answer was the location scouts had a lot of difficulty finding burned-out American ghetto-looking locations and had to create the scummier settings from scratch.
That's hilarious.
I thought that was the premise of Australia.
I'm sorry, I don't speak monotone. What? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Moving on. Here we go. What's next? Okay, so O.J. Simpson was originally considered to play the Terminator in the movie franchise. Why wasn't he cast?
Oh.
Sarah.
The car chase was just a little too fast.
Ooh. Anyone else? Lewis.
Like the glove, the role didn't fit and he had to quit.
Spoken like a true Kardashian. Anybody else?
The role wasn't juicy enough, huh?
He's on Twitter now. Careful.
But seriously, guys, I hope we find the real killers.
Thanks, Dan. That was awesome. Anybody else? No? Lewis.
Because he just wasn't right for the role, honestly. It was a creative choice.
Your accent is delightful. All right, moving on.
So patronizing.
Why wasn't he considered for the role? Was he answered?
Dude, I'm like half Scottish. I can say whatever I
What was
want about the
answer,
Brits.
Mike? Why wasn't he allowed?
Oh, why wasn't he allowed? Okay, let's see here. Really done well. The real answer is the producers were worried he was too nice to play a cold-blooded killer. Moving on. All right. In South Dakota, it is illegal for movies to show what on screen? Sarah.
A gay rat wedding.
Is that Ratatouille Part 2?
That's Arthur.
Arthur. Oh, wow.
Did you already forget the gay... Guys, come on. Pride just
Peter?
happened.
Color.
Oh, wow. This is getting real, guys. Dan?
People of color.
All right. Well.
Somebody using a gun in self-defense.
Oh, nice. All right. The real answer, guys, is the police officers being struck, beaten, or treated in an offensive manner. That's illegal. Wow. All right, moving on. Number 4, we've got in the 1967 British spy film, You Only Live Twice, Sean Connery's James Bond undergoes a makeover to distinguish himself as what? Lewis.
Roger Moore.
Correct. No. Moving on. Sarah.
Scarlett Johansson.
Is that Johansson or Johansson?
Oh.
People of color.
Also correct. All right. The real answer is a Japanese man. Wow. So people of color was correct. In fact,
it's about as good as you would expect it to be.
As Sean Connery would say, whoosh.
It's no breakfast at Tiffany's, but it's.
All right, moving on, guys. Let's see here. What was the first female monster to appear in film? Peter?
The Mummy.
Wasn't my mummy.
Oh. Scarlett Johansson. She can play anything.
Not well. All right.
No, I say it's Catherine O'Hara from Home Alone, because what mother would fucking forget their son and then
I think
board
you
a
just
plane?
won the whole game because Catherine O'Hara is a fucking god. Like, guys, you know what I'm
No,
talking
okay,
about?
fine. Not did I say her or her character? I'm sure Catherine O'Hara, if you're here, I'm sure you're a fine mom. Catherine, thanks for coming to the show. But the character you played was a fucking ape.
It was a Sean Connery dressed as a lady.
Close. It was the Bride of Frankenstein. All right, moving on here. What inspired Oliver Stone when writing the movie Scarface? Lewis.
Was it the Houston rapper Scarface?
I don't even know who that is. Do you guys know who that is? No? All right, moving on.
A bar mitzvah gone wrong.
Correct. No, not correct. All right, moving on. Dan?
Not many people know this, but Oliver Stone's real-life best friend is a little person. So he would take them around to parties, and then he would always have to do a lot of cocaine and kill a bunch of people.
That's not right, but it's close. It's close. Yes, Sarah? You want to add something?
He just saw The Lion King and really liked Scar.
5 points right there. Yeah, definitely. The real answer is actually it was his own coke addiction. Sad. All right, moving on.
And it was about Coke. Again.
Yeah, exactly. Without further ado, let me introduce you to our 2 panels or teams. First up, we have the Blockbusters, led by their captain, Peter Fraser. Give it up for Peter.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together.
So Peter Fraser. Peter was recently cast in a modern film noir as the bottle of gin in a desk drawer. Peter, isn't it right that you didn't audition for that role? What was the role that you were hoping to land?
The drawer.
I think you would suit it. Just saying. All right, up next we have his number 1, Al Val. Give it up for Al, everybody. All right, it says here that Al Val does all his own stunts. Al, you must have a strict fitness regimen to stay in shape and be able to do your own stunts. What's your secret?
I'm always doing Kegels
Can't argue with that.
at all times.
You have to have a strong base.
Yes.
Let's see here. Rounding out their team, we have the only true Brit, Lewis Moulds. Everybody put your hands together for Lewis. All right, Lewis was an undercover child actor placed to expose an elite pedophile network in Hollywood. After being cast as the lead in the latest incarnation of Peter Pan, Lewis concluded that there was never, ever a sex ring there. Lewis, is it true that you auditioned for the role of Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter films?
That's true. They said I was too real for the role.
All right. Okay, on to our next team. Our next team is the Famous Players. Their captain is the only American, and that is none other than Dan Donnelly. Everybody put your hands together for Dan. Born in Hollywood as the scion of a filmmaking dynasty, Dan moved to Toronto after being seduced by the glitz, glamour, and endless financial opportunity of Canadian showbiz. Dan, it says here your great-grandfather, Pat O'Malley, was a silent film star. Do you feel any pressure to achieve similar level of success in showbiz?
No, but I often feel similar pressure to be silent.
All right, let's see here. Moving on, we have his second in command. She hails from London, Ontario, and that is a roast master. That's right, it's Sarah Ashby, everybody. Sarah is a pasty little movie fan who loves to watch films from the comfort of her dark and dirty basement. Sarah, which movie would you say is the most influential cult classic of our time?
Oh God, there's so many to choose from. Like the hit classic film The Room that just had the disaster artist made about it, Eraserhead, Rocky Horror Picture Show. But I think the most influential cult classic that we've seen in the most recent years has to be the High School Musical franchise.
Okay.
We're all in it together. What it is, we don't know.
We all starred in it together. I don't know if you recognize us.
Didn't one of them turn out to be a serial killer?
That was me.
Stay on our good
Not
side.
really,
That's
I'm
all I'm
here.
saying. Just stay on our good side. Yeah, we'll get through this. It's all right. All right, lastly, we have the Famous Players anchor, Kyle Patan. Hey, Kyle. Hello. Kyle likes to think of himself as one of the quirky beta leads from a romantic comedy, when in reality, he's an incel.
Well, didn't write that, didn't say that. So, had sex. So, that's funny.
With yourself?
No, with a bunch of, really actually, a bunch of girls. So, that's awesome.
Girls and not women. That's scary. All right.
No, didn't mean it like that, obviously. Can I just say, I'm a cool dude. I'd like to, that's maybe my intro.
Yeah, real cool, dude. Real cool.
Kyle's a real nice guy.
Yeah, did you make their sandwiches before dropping them off at school? I don't know.
Don't know what that, oh, nope. Unless she was a teacher. That would be the good. Please smile.
I think he's the only one doing any teaching in this scenario. All right, Kyle, which character would you relate yourself to most?
Oh, I think we all know it, right? You just look at me. Let's say it together, huh? Maybe. What? Captain America, you said? Zac Efron, right?
Zac Efron.
Okay.
Really? All
Good
right.
night, everybody. I leave.
Whoa.
Did you say serial killer?
That was a lot. That was a lot right then.
Okay, yeah,
All right,
no,
cool.
I'll see you after the show, buddy.
He's
okay?
like Zac Efron had a baby with Austin Powers, you know? Anyway, we're gonna stop picking on him and we'll move on to the actual games, guys. All right, we're on to What the Hell Is This, everybody, where we show you images and the contestants actually respond, well, hopefully off the cuff. Number one, what the fuck is that?
Sonic's O-face.
The death of my childhood.
Correct, Dan.
Evil boy.
Sarah. Kyle?
I like it. You know, something nice.
They already fixed it, you know.
And I'm pissed off.
Is this the movie Jumanji?
Yes.
Blue Manji.
It's Blue
Kinda
Manji.
funny.
Blue Manji. Where they only eat blue things. Lewis?
Is it like a hamster when he realizes how long his lifespan is?
Aww. That hurts me in the heart.
The original design for the hit movie Avatar.
That is an artist's rendition of the way, and that is an artist's rendition of the way your pets would look at you when you role play with your wife.
My wife just left me.
What are we
That's
role
not
playing?
very sensitive, Al.
Well,
Everybody
maybe,
It's
said we
okay,
don't
now
time
I
to get
have
into our
Tinder.
lives.
maybe if you did shit, that wouldn't traumatize
Shopping
your fucking
for
gopher.
people. See that? See that right there?
Is that the shut up
That's
horn?
the shut up horn. That's Sonic the Hedgehog before they fucking fixed it for the new upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog film.
Can that be fixed?
Starring Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's in it. It can't be.
Yeah, he's Dr. Robotnik. All right, moving on. Here
Big
we
Jack
go.
Black page.
What the hell is that?
A cat from a Renaissance painting.
Oh, 10 points. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Somehow worse than Sonic.
Yes. Very true. Can we agree with that? 100%. Wow. Lewis.
Confusing proportions for the size of the cat with the size of the cutlery.
It's a screenshot of the KKK's response to Black Panther.
It's the juiciest pearl necklace I've ever seen. Wow.
This
Sarah.
is the future liberals want.
Lewis.
Eating pussy, which was the same as what you said.
Yeah.
All right, we got time for one more. No? Okay, moving on, guys. That was a lot of gross. Oh, speaking of which. Wow. What the heck is that? Sarah.
When you actually believe the studies that cum is good for your skin.
It's that
Lewis.
one weird trick that dermatologists don't want you to know about.
It's a one-way trick? It just won't go back?
It's the one weird trick that
A one
dermatists-
weird trick.
Yeah,
okay.
you ever see the adverts for
That's
it?
just Sarah's
No,
answer,
I've
though,
never
isn't
seen
it?
Dermatologists hate
Al.
her for the cum on her face.
That's the time my grandma died, and we just because we knew that it would crush Grandpa, we weekend at Bernie's her face for like a week.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Dan?
sorry.
Sorry, Lewis.
It's a bad acid trip when you look in the mirror and you just like feel your mortality creeping upon you.
Wow. Dan.
Stay out of the sun, kids.
It's what happens to all the foreskin in the world. No, that's from the movie Brazil. And
No,
in fact,
only about half of it, I think.
that was
I've never
oddly
seen
specific.
foreskin look that painted.
Wait, stay on. I like how one of
haven't?
her eyes in physical response just goes "Nyeh," and just keeps winking. You know, it's like a physical
It's
tick.
looped.
It's like
That's literally my
that's-
reaction
it's
when
in
a
a
guy's
loop,
like, "You
Al.
want a bone?" I'm like,
no, I'm just saying.
yeah, okay.
All right, moving on. All right, what the heck is that? Dan?
Kevin Spacey checking out someone his own age, which I think is unusual. So we should really appreciate it.
Is that... Oh, I was like, is it pointing to the right? No, he pointed it out. All right, cool, Dan. That's 10 points. Anyone else? Lewis.
It's a tasteful tie choice.
That was well timed right there. All right, anybody else? No? We're going to move on?
I'm down to go to the next one.
All right, cool. That's from Glenn Ross, guys. And moving on, that's a pair of brass balls that Alec Baldwin holds up
They
to
say, look at my balls
check
when he
people's.
holds them up.
They said basically look at my balls and they'll make sales.
Cheap love.
Always be selling. All right, moving on. What the heck is that?
My kink.
Dan.
It's my new
Oh,
look
Lewis.
for the summer.
Your new book?
My new look for the summer.
Oh, your new look for the summer. Yes.
This is
Damn.
not Sean Connery's Japanese man outfit. But it does
Wow.
kind of look like fundoshi that he's wearing.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you are not into the right fetish.
No, I'm not.
This
Sarah?
is my wife.
It's actually Sean Connery as Zardoz, everybody. All right. 1974. Back
No,
in-
it's the uniform we're all gonna wear when we attack on Area 51. Woo!
Yeah. All right. What the heck is this?
The end of most of my dates.
100 points. Right there. Wow. That's explicit. It's Newman, actually. Anybody else?
See, this is what happens first, and then you get the skin pulley thing from Brazil. It's a whole treatment plan.
Wow. Wow.
Dates are you going on?
This is from the movie Jurassic Park, if anybody didn't know.
Spits the acid in the face.
Yeah, the spitters.
That's the
Or else it
expression.
gets the hose again.
Spitters
That's
are-
the expression of the
spitters are
first man who
quitters.
successfully blew himself.
You've lost a lot of weight, Al. All right, moving on. What the heck is this? What the heck is that? Sarah.
My kink.
Misa like.
See,
Dan.
if Jar Jar had looked like this when he ran for Senate, I think things would have turned out different for the Galactic Empire.
He Trudeau'd them.
Oh, you could do
He
that.
Trudeau'd them. If he did this, he would Trudeau'd them.
That
we
is
forget?
atrocious.
The fucking guy take home after we raid Area 51. Fucking. Can't wait to do
Points for
that.
each team. That's a piggyback.
He's
right
got
there.
3 dicks, bro.
Is that canon?
Are you sure they're
Awesome.
not dreadlocks?
And they all pop off like one, too.
One pisses, one. No, I know.
All right. Yeah, Lewis.
That's what Lucas really wanted for it. That's why he keeps changing it. He wanted to keep making the changes for the prequels, so that's one of them. They didn't make it.
Oh, okay. Sarah, last one.
Okay, so Vader is Luke's father. But Jar Jar is Anakin's daddy.
Wow.
I hate myself too.
This
for
is
that.
actually
I'm so
concept art from The Phantom Menace, the first of the awful prequels in
It's
Star
not
Wars.
real concept art, is it?
Yes.
I don't know. I made that part up.
Okay.
All right, moving on. It is fucking Jar Jar Binks, the worst character ever.
Misa do P90X. Misa horny.
All right. What the heck is that?
How most of my dates end.
At least you're waiting for marriage. That's nice.
Damn.
My wife.
That's apt. All right.
That's how I'm sneaking out my catch from Area 51.
And we
Yeah.
now have
Don't-
established our callback of the evening, everyone.
Don't
I mean,
feed
you
them
have
after
to-
midnight, but if you fuck them after midnight, you know what I mean? Oh no, I'm sorry.
That's okay if it's in wedlock, okay? That's
I mean, as an
fine.
incel, that makes sense. But
You know in Gremlins 2, like, a guy canon does fuck her, right?
okay, so he
Yeah.
just told us what it's from. It's from Gremlins 2.
No, just the one guy. Remember at the end, she's like, come on. Anyway.
No, I don't.
Go watch Gremlins 2.
I
It's a
secretly love
classic.
this movie. I've seen it maybe 20 times.
This is an arranged marriage I
Peter.
escaped in Barry.
All that meth. Al?
This is my little sister's first attempt at a YouTube makeup tutorial.
Smoky eye and... All right, moving on, guys. Let's see here. Oh, what the heck is that?
It's the Bill Clinton fundraiser.
My kink.
This is a hotel party from a convention that recently happened in Pittsburgh. That's a very, very clever reference to a FurCon if you guys are not in the scene.
Is anyone else creeped out right now?
Too
Like,
clever.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Yeah, it's Sarah.
When that annoying guy from work says, "Oh, I'm in the doghouse," this is what he means.
20 points. Lewis.
This is why we need to protect Woodland. Because they're going to be in our houses soon, so we need to make sure theirs is... They're going to be here fucking my dad. I don't want that. I don't want that happening. Save the Woodland.
Oh.
Go one more.
There we go. Yep.
Winnie the Pooh looks fucking terrible.
He aged badly.
That's what meth will do.
He needs more foreskin. All right, moving on.
Don't we all?
Oh yeah, what is it? It is from The Shining, actually. I don't. Yeah, it's from The Shining. All right, moving on. All right, what the heck is that? I think your head's in the way of the gun.
This is Lord's next music video.
5 points.
That's a
Peter.
nun with a gun, baby.
Damn.
One of Julie Andrews' less appreciated roles.
Wow. Is it the sequel to The Sound of Music?
It is.
Yeah, that's what you were
It's The
implying.
Sound of Gunfire.
Nice. The Sound of Gunfire. The Sound of the Streets.
after the
This is
Lewis.
sacrilegious and disrespectful.
Go back to England. Like. Lewis.
No.
Fair.
Where they killed
Fair.
all the nuns in 1525, yeah. Sorry, that was a history
Wow.
joke.
That was a deep dive.
There was a Protestant Reformation in England. Okay.
Minus 10 points. Right there. Al.
Sorry, Dan, your university prof didn't come out tonight.
When you
Sarah.
when you try to start a gay straight alliance at your Catholic school.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've
Lewis.
actually changed my mind. It's kind of hot now.
It is warm in here. That's true. All right. So that is actually from Miss 45 Caliber. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. 1981. Who is that?
She, it's actually a terrible story. She's a woman who has been twice raped and goes on a rampage
All right,
of
moving
revenge,
on.
dressed like a nun.
Also cool.
What the heck is that?
That's like me when I refill my car tires with air. I'd recommend it, honestly. It improves the experience.
That's me the last
Sarah.
time I did mushrooms on Thursday.
Did you just get more specific during your answer? The last time I did mushrooms.
Okay, fine, it's my friend's
On
birthday.
Thursday.
It's
Damn.
cool, is what it is.
It is fucking cool.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? All right. That is Flash Gordon. It was said by the audience member back there.
Wait, let me get one more. This is me when I can afford Uber rather than having to take a bus. Uber X as well. None of that Uber pool shit. Fuck that.
All right. We are on for round 2 of Pop Quiz, everybody. What was the Norman Bates hobby in the movie Psycho?
Producing
Al.
flat Earth conspiracy theories on YouTube.
Stabbing women in the shower.
Once again, the incel speaks. Peter.
Mansplaining.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. 10 points. Anybody else? No? The real answer is taxidermy on birds.
Pogs.
Okay. Moving on. In the 2000 film The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, there exists an idyllic beach on an exotic island untouched by civilization. Where can the real beach be found? Lewis.
Jeffrey Epstein's Island.
20 points.
The Jersey Shore.
10 points.
No, that's a trick
Al.
question. The island was inside of us all along.
That is deep. Wow. The real answer, everybody, is off the coast of Thailand. Okay, and moving along. In the 2014 film John Wick, Keanu Reeves' character seeks revenge after Russian mobsters kill his what? Kyle.
Career.
I don't know. Lewis?
Erection.
Dan?
It's the girlfriend. It's always the girlfriend. I don't even have to have seen it to know it's the girlfriend. They probably even put her in a refrigerator.
Guy. It was his dog.
Same bitch, different trope.
Whoa.
Oh.
Peter.
It was his vibe. It was the inspiration for the song "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe."
And the killer was a female dog. So that's why.
We're moving on. All right, guys. In the 1979 cult classic, The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, a struggling basketball team resorts to what occult practice to end their disastrous losing streak and get a shot at a championship title? Lewis.
Hot yoga.
10 points. Dan.
They signed Rosemary's Baby, a young Kawhi Leonard.
You know what the best part about Dan's answers is his fucking stare afterwards.
They actually passed the ball to each other.
Anyone else?
Is that true?
No? Okay. The real answer is astrology. They make an all Pisces team.
That's a terrible
Sarah
idea.
thing.
That's a terrible idea.
That is a Sarah Ashby
You
thing
put
right
some
there.
earth signs on there. You do not put Pisces on a fucking basketball team. What the fuck? Get a fucking Aries on there. Leave the Leos out of this.
It's all cancers. They're just taking care
Look,
of each other
Pisces
the
don't
whole
know
time.
what anyone's thinking ever, and they're like, I know better, and they never know better. There's a few Pisces in here who are very offended, and I'm
have
so
hit
sorry.
a sore spot in Sarah, everyone. All
Well, my
right.
parents are Pisces.
Obviously, that is what is driving this.
Okay. Moving on. What 1995 Robin Williams movie is named for a mysterious board game that can cause natural disasters based on the actions of its players? Peter.
Good morning, Vietnam!
100 points. Right there. Sarah.
Monopoly.
Incorrect.
But that did cause the financial crisis.
See the stare? Is anybody else getting that? Because that is freaky deaky. Al.
Fucking Dungeons and Dragons, nerds.
Wow. I just love Al so much. I'm just being real. Yeah, Sarah?
Naked Twister.
All right.
Babies. Natural disasters. I don't know.
That game that all the kids were doing where they just like walk down the street and punch out an old person.
Oh, or the game kids were playing where they ate Tide Pods.
In
Remember
1995?
those weird games?
In
Yeah,
1995?
kids played?
Tide Pods, yeah? More like
Probably.
lawn darts.
That wasn't a game, that was a movement. Come on.
I'm going to have a movement in a minute. All right, let's keep moving this thing along. So the real answer is Jumanji, as we all know. All right, so up next, in Monsters, Inc., what was the full name of Man-Child, nicknamed Boo? Main Child. Thank you for correcting my bad reading. I appreciated it. Yeah, nickname Boo.
Boo Berry.
The stare's still happening, everybody. It's really freaking me out at this point. All right, who's next? 1,200 points. Right there. Yeah, Sarah.
Scooby Boo.
Sarah loves Scooby-Doo, everybody.
Where are you?
Is Scooby-Doo a Pisces by any chance?
No.
No?
Like,
Okay, I don't need a real answer. No. Anyone else? All right.
Was it boob, but they thought it was a bit weird because it was a kid?
Yes, that's the actual answer, everyone. It was Boo. Boo is the answer. Yes.
Boostifer.
Alval.
Was it Tutti Frutti?
No. And we're moving on.
You know? Because it ends in boo. I really went a long way for that. And
That was a lot. You full committed, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's 100 points.
It was Boo Stan, and she made really great donair.
We're moving on, guys. All right. So up next is Bloody Likely. Not Bloody Likely, sorry. Wow, I am doing a great job. So that's where we present a topic and everybody comes up and riffs on that topic. First topic is unlikely musical crossovers.
The hills are alive with the groans of zombies who are desperate to eat what's between your ears.
He's still looking at me. 10 points for Dan. Peter.
Sir, it's a position of great honor. You get food, and another man will shove his head in your ass. and another man will shove his head in his ass, and the last man will shove his head in his ass.
Human Centipede, the musical, everybody. Give it up for Peter. That's 100 points right there. Alval.
I'm just a poor girl, nobody loves me. I'm a jacked billionaire and I want to whip you. It's 50 Shades of Grey.
50 points for Al for whatever the fuck that was.
Sorry, I thought that was Annie for a minute.
Dan?
Super self-propelled ballistic nuclear explosives. This one's Mary Poppins and it's mixed with Dr. Strangelove.
That was impressive. 100 points for Dan. Lewis.
Can't remember the song, but like High School Musical at Columbine.
And the only non-singer here, everybody.
Don't like it, but
Kyle.
I'm dreaming of 8 crazy nights. No. Oh my
God. Sarah.
Stop. Stop making Fast and Furious movies. Stop.
That's 1,000 points right there. Because the spin-off looks terrible. Lewis.
I wanna be a Jew producer.
That was a lot. That was a lot. I think Dan gave us a stare for that one even, so.
Okay.
All right, Sarah.
It's the wolf of Wall Street. Sound of silence.
Wow, that was pretty good. All right, moving on, guys. Up next, we've got famous movie scenes, but somehow about stand-up comedy.
So you guys ever in a restaurant, and a girl just starts making orgasm noises across the table from you? Also, I'm Billy Crystal.
The last part was worth 500 points.
Thank you.
Al.
So I've got this list, right? It's a long list. It's so long. It's all the Jews I'm gonna save. From the Germans. Thanks, good night. I've been Schindler.
Honestly, guys, that's worth 1,500 points. Just because of the freaking impression. Oh, man. Lewis.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Open mic comedy that goes till 2 a.m. on a weeknight. I saw a man do a rape joke in a basement of a pub. All those memories lost like tears in the rain. Good.
And now we're all sad. Okay. Kyle?
Okay, it's Hulk, right? But he's doing Def Jam comedy, right? Where he's like, Hulk smash! Motherfucker Hulk smash! Motherfucker Hulk smash! Hulk get green, Hulk smash! And then the bitches be like, Hulk don't smash! Hulk is gonna smash, bitch! Oh no.
That's another 1,500 points. Right there. Kyle Patan, everybody. That was awesome.
Show me the money. Oh, you'll interact me $6 in 3 weeks? That's great.
10 points. Sarah.
I'm just a guy standing in front of a crowd asking if you know what I mean.
This will be the last
You
one.
come
Peter.
to me on the day of my daughter's wedding and ask to be on my showcase.
All right, one more.
You want the punchline? You want the punchline? You can't handle the punchline.
Al.
Okay, so I'm running from this T-Rex, right? And like all I can find is a fucking bathroom, and I'm like, oh, do I take a shit? Oh, it's a T-Rex. Oh, you know what I mean?
Oh man, that's 800 points, right there. Okay, guys, moving on. Up next, things superheroes would never say in a movie.
Well,
Damn.
that concludes our adventure with no loose strings and no need for sequels. I guess I'll retire now.
My mom made this costume for me.
Wait, they're not even giving me the key to the city? Why the fuck did I save this shitty town for anyway?
If there's one thing I have respect for, it's local law enforcement.
Look, I know we beat Thanos. All I'm saying is he kind of had a point. All right?
I prefer that you now call me Bat Person, please.
It's very appropriate. Yeah. Dan.
Perhaps I would look better if my muscles did not also have muscles. No twink mode superheroes? No? Okay.
Wait for the stare. Lewis.
Now, I can't, endorse the Goblin from Spider-Man. But I do kind of want to have a go on the hoverboard, so, yeah.
Now, I may have killed those fucking kids in that fucking bus that one time, but I saved the fucking planet, everybody.
I was going to do a piggyback off that. I don't want to say Lex Luthor is bad, but...
That's pretty good. All right, one more.
Or good.
It's just like at the end of the movie, he's like, I'm getting laid tonight, bro. Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh my God, I got a parking ticket.
All right. Okay, one more. Lewis, go for it.
In Austin Powers' film, he'll say one time, do you reckon that was a bit sexist? I don't know where the...
All right, we're ending on that one. Cool, guys, let's move on. Up next, we've got sequels no one asked for. Sarah.
The Fast and the Furious.
Apt. Dan.
From the producers of the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's Friday 2, Saturday, featuring an all-white cast for some reason.
Lewis.
Literally any fucking film.
Peter.
You guys come with me and hold on. My wife put one more thing on the list. Okay, we get out of Germany, and then we get this kombucha. Kombucha?
I think it's a play on Kamchatka, but kombucha. I don't know. All right, Sarah.
Mrs. Doubtfire 2. No more Mrs. Doubtfire. She's a confident lady.
100 points.
A sequel to Sophie's Choice, but it's stuff in a supermarket, ketchup or ketchup. Or something menial, but equally as difficult,
I get it. All right. Lewis, good job. Sarah.
Follow up on the Sophie's Choice. It's Sophie's Choice, the sequel, and one of the kids comes back.
We're getting dark, everybody. I don't know
No
if
one
you've
thinks
noticed.
that'd be cool.
There's a general trend towards darkness right now. Anybody else? Nope. Okay, we're moving on. Famous role, wrong actor.
You had me at hello.
There will be blood, but like Darth Vader. I'm a Death Star man. This is my son, Luke Skywalker.
That's pretty good. 100 points. Okay. Aldo.
This is gonna be so bad. Listen, Luke. If I told you one time, I told you a lot of times. I'm your father.
That's 1,000 points. Right there for Aldo.
You ever see a shark there, Chief? You ever look into his eyes? They're they're black. They're like a doll's eyes. One of the biggest fish we have up here in Possum Lodge.
This is just a story, but I got so drunk the other night, I thought Vin Diesel played Batman at some point. And my friend said, no, that's Val Kilmer. And I said, oh yeah, the Vals. Not the same name.
Guess you had to be there. All right. Aldo.
Oh, Jace, Hillary, there's all these criminals on my plane.
Oh, that was awesome. That was a good send-off. Let's move on. Okay, so next up we have rejected first drafts of iconic lines.
Of all the vape shops in Toronto, She had to blow a strawberry cloud into mine.
Do you want to know how I got this SARS?
50 points.
If you get on that plane, Elsa, you'll forget it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but United will drag you off and beat you up.
100 points.
You had me at send nudes.
500 points. Dan.
You dirty rat! You killed my Bretta, and now I gotta host Christmas!
All right, last one, Sarah.
This is gonna be so dumb. Oh no, I'm Tim Allen and I killed Santa Claus!
Right.
Till Allen, and I got away with trafficking like 30 grams of coke by ratting everyone out. Look it up.
More weird first lines.
All right, moving on. Let's see here. Unlikely porn parodies.
I don't think there are any.
This is Dan's special.
Hey, dude, where's my car? My car, a cock.
50 points for presentation hands, everybody. Like,
Schindler's Fist.
Ing. Sarah.
Piggybacking off that, the Dark Fistal.
Lots of puppets.
Instead of Rashomon, Gashamon.
Alvel.
Listen, Marty, we're gonna go back in the past, and this time you're gonna finish the job. All right?
Gremlins After Midnight. You won't believe what happens when these ones get wet.
Monsters, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
10,000 points, right there. All right, Dan.
The girl with the pearl necklace.
Yeah, you don't even have to change the title. That's pretty cool.
It's a pearl earring.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, there is a one called the Pearl Necklace.
I
That
think
is
that's a
the
real
porn parody.
Maybe that's a porn that I saw. I don't know. It didn't have any midgets though, so I'm not that interested. All right, go on, Al.
Kill Bill didn't ride that dick while it got the rigor mortis, you know what I mean?
All right, moving on. We're back to pop quiz. Everybody get in your seats here. The release of the Pixar film Ratatouille caused an immediate spike in sales of what?
Paprika.
Al. 5 points.
Yep.
French things.
Louis.
Tui.
Louis?
DVDs of Ratatouille.
No. The real answer is Pet Rats, which makes sense because it's a movie about fucking rats.
No,
All
it's
right.
not a movie about fucking rats.
It's a movie about one specific rat
Listen,
named
I don't
Remy.
know what version you saw, but I saw fucking rats. All right. Moving on. The original financiers of Monty Python's Life of Brian withdrew their funds when they decided the script was too blasphemous. Who stepped in and financed the whole movie by himself? Bill, Peter.
George Soros.
10 points.
Tommy Wiseau.
He would do that. Louis.
I was too scared to say this. All of the Jews.
Jeez. That's a little on the nose. The real answer is George Harrison of the Beatles. Somebody new in the audience. Yeah, that's awesome. You get 1,000 points, madam. I hope you don't mind me calling you madam. That's a little out of date. He sold his home and office building all to raise money for the movie, only simply because he just wanted to go see it. Yeah.
That's it.
How did he know he wanted to see it if he hadn't seen it?
He read the script.
They did a lot of acid.
All right. Moving on. In Tim Burton's 1989 Batman, Jack Nicholson's Joker gives Bruce Wayne the following advice. Never rub another man's what?
Magic lamp.
Yeah. Okay.
You are a genie in a bottle. Sarah?
Nipples, because otherwise that Batman suit just looks weird after.
No.
Y'all forgot the nipple Batman suit? Okay.
Dub, unless you have two other men in the tub.
Well, that's stare, man. Did you see that again? keeps coming back. The real answer is rhubarb, everybody.
It's a real quote.
Another man's rhubarb. It's a weird one.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
Jack Nicholson's weird.
All right, so moving on. In the cult classic film The Room, there are several awkward and gratuitous sex scenes. While they are all accompanied by different songs in the final film, they were all shot with the same song playing. What was it? Sarah.
The safety dance, because safety first.
100 points.
Du hast by Rammstein.
The Ride of the Valkyrie.
There it
You
is
know
again.
Tommy Wiseau fucks to the Ride of the Valkyrie. Come on.
Yeah.
Was it Kiss from a Rose by Seal?
100 points to Lewis. All right. No. Bon Jovi's Always.
That's what I was going to say.
Is that what you were saying? Well, you were too late. I already said it. So here we are.
Sorry.
All right, moving on. The creepy mask worn by Michael Myers in the Halloween film franchise is based on the appearance of what famous Canadian? Peter.
Trick question. It is actually Mike Myers. Yeah, baby, yeah.
That's 500 points. Yeah.
Don Cherry's face.
Jen Arden.
He is a treasure.
Kyle Patan.
That's him, just so you know. Yeah.
The fucking granny that we saw earlier with her face getting all pulled and shit. I heard a rumor she's Canadian.
That one?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Celine Dion.
Any Mountie. Any RCMP officer.
That's 500 points right there. That's a little bit of truth. The real answer is William Shatner. Yep.
Wasn't it flipped inside out or something too?
I don't know what they did to it. Yeah.
They did something. All right, moving on. Why is David Prowse, the actor who performed in the Darth Vader suit on screen, banned from attending official Star Wars events? Damn.
He once wore the suit home, and then it shrank in the dryer after he spilled coffee on it, and then it wouldn't fit him anymore, and so they could only give it to Rick Moranis for Spaceballs. It was a really difficult situation for everybody. But that is why we have Spaceballs, so.
Yeah, that's fair then. That's good. That's 100 points right there. Yeah, go ahead.
Because he did like pretty much fuck all. He just walked around. Like, what's he got to say?
10 points. Peter.
He kept talking to George Lucas like he knew him.
Sarah.
Because when the Scooby Gang finally unmasked him, it turned out to be Old Man Jenkins trying to steal the gold the whole time.
That's 150 points right there, guys. The real answer is he complained publicly about the trick accounting the studio used to pretend the Star Wars movies made no profits, and thereby avoiding paying him and everyone else with a contractual percentage the money that they owed.
He's a hero.
He was a good guy, and they fucked him up. All right.
The most profitable movies basically ever show a loss on the account books because of all of this. It's very sad. Fun fact about David Prowse, he has a West Country accent, which is Hagrid's accent, in case anybody knows. So on set, they called him Darth Farmer.
Deep dive. Thank you. All right, moving on. Let's see here. We have the debate club, everybody. This is where people from opposing teams go head-to-head in a debate. First question up is, be it resolved, superhero movies are garbage. And the first pairing, it's Sarah Ashby versus Al Val. There we go.
I am for this. I'm sorry, guys.
You are for?
Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not that superhero movies themselves are garbage, but when you look at them as a whole, the percentages are very off. I mean, look at how many fucking Batmans we've had. There have been some good Batmans, but some fucking awful Batmans. Ben Affleck, like, come on. Also, let's not forget the original Fantastic Four. Like, what was that? What was going on there? Like, okay, granted, we have had some great superhero villains. You know, we've got some great Jokers, but I do not want to see Joaquin Phoenix put on a fucking clown face and be like, I fell in love with a phone in a different movie. You know? Like, I get the psychology there. Like, yes, humans are bad. Murder. Right? Like, no. But here's my main problem, okay? Superhero movies, there are so many different alleys to go from. There are so many different superheroes, comics, different things, mangas, things you can pick from. And the problem here is that Dino Mutt has not had his own movie yet. And until we give that fucking gorgeous dog of a superhero a movie, all superhero movies are garbage to me.
All right. Give it up for Sarah, everybody. Up next is Al Val.
It's just, silly Sarah, you know? Silly, stupid, idiot, fucking stupid Sarah. You know? Fucking dummy over there. Look, Sarah, if you're gonna say, if one of your arguments is gonna be, look how many superhero movies they are, you just done fucked yourself. Because that means they're so great that we gotta make so many of them. And referencing Fantastic Four to discredit all the rest of them, that's like eating a batch of a thing of grapes and having one bad grape and being like, I'm done with grapes. Fuck all grapes. You know? I could even extrapolate that. That's like meeting one black person you don't like and then, you know? So Sarah's a racist, is what I'm saying. Think about it.
Wow. All right. So we have 30-second rebuttals, everybody. Up first is Sarah.
Let me also mention, I did mention Batman before that, and how terrible that was. A very right witch man. Out of quantity, let's look at it. There are a lot of YouTube videos out there. And not all of them are good. There's maybe 5 Vine compilations that are great. Similar can go with superhero movies. Oh, fuck, I had a different point that I wanted to make. Oh, fuck. Okay,
10 seconds.
Here's the thing. Okay, if I wanted to watch 2 really buff, fucking greased up, fucking hot dudes battle, I just watch fucking porn so I can watch them fuck for real. Okay.
Give it up for Sarah, everybody. All right, Al. Against. Here we go. Let's see.
Stupid, idiot, dumb Sarah. Oh, I feel bad for you, Sarah, you idiot. If I wanted to watch 2 buff dudes fuck each other, wait, what was it? Fight each other?
No, fuck and fight.
Fuck.
You have to
Fuck and fight.
Yeah.
The fighting is part of the foreplay.
10 seconds.
You can't scroll to the nut shot at the end. You're gonna blow your wad. So watch. Okay.
All right. That was Sarah for and Al against. Now what we do as an audience is we vote. So who is for Sarah? All right. That's pretty good. Who is for Al? That's really close. That is really close. I think we're going to go to 10-second lightning round. All right, Sarah, get up there. You got a riff. Come on.
Okay. We need to have a good superhero movie with a good, strong, female person of color lead.
Give it up for Sarah, everybody.
That's it. That is literally
Al.
No, okay, listen. My legit argument is this. The human condition sucks. We're all puny and weak. We're like at the top of the food chain, but really, if we went to blows with any animal, we'd get our ass kicked. I've seen people run from Canadian geese. We suck. So when we get to watch superheroes be a phenomenal version of ourselves, we get to actually see what exceptional human beings are like, especially when given superpowers, and they don't abuse them, and they stay pure of heart, and they encapsulate all that's good about humanity, but still kick a lot of ass because most of us are fat and overweight and have a lot of emotional anxiety issues.
Yeah, most of us
that
are.
we use to project when we get on stage in front of a room full of strangers every night.
Someone stick their dick in his mouth. Come on. All right. Who is for Sarah? And who is for Al? Considering he went 5 minutes over, I'm giving it to Sarah, everybody. All right, up next. Be it resolved, the prequels are actually the best Star Wars movies. For it is Lewis. Lewis Moulds, everybody.
Okay, so it's really just about Jar Jar Binks. He's not a good character of any film, but representation matters. And in the chronology of Star Wars, I mean, technically Lando Calrissian was in Empire, but he is the first black person in Star Wars, Jar Jar Binks. If you didn't know that, the actor who plays him. And also he's mentally disabled in the film as well, so double representation.
Lewis Moulds, everybody. Wow. All right, against is Kyle Patan.
Okay. Listen. I've had a tough go tonight, huh? Right? I've been trying to say my answers to all these quiz questions, and frankly, you guys have been giving me fucking nothing. I've been bombing all night. And I will be honest, I haven't even seen the prequels of the movies. You're probably thinking, what am I doing here? Why would he even be on the show? Don't you think that maybe I'm like the prequels? What the fuck? I'm bad. Terrible, honestly. Didn't prepare. Tried to just come out. Ooh, Jar Jar Binks. That'd be funny, I say. And look at all you people. So sad. Whenever I open my goddamn mouth, you cry and cry like babies. And I'm a bitch.
Kyle Patan, everybody. Wow. All right. Rebuttals, starting with Lewis Moulds. He really got Sarah going.
The prequels.
I don't know if you noticed that.
The prequels are the best because they haven't been tainted by Kyle Patan's eyes yet. They're still pure.
Okay. Kyle.
That's a good point. He's right? I'm garbage, aren't I? Here's the thing, right? Nerds love the later movies and they hate the prequels, and I love nerds. Right? Fedoras. We like them. Never had sex.
10 seconds.
Me neither. What?
10 seconds.
10 seconds?
Yeah.
All right, and I'll finish strong. Please laugh. Oh my God.
Kyle Patan, everybody. All right. By round of applause, who liked Lewis's argument? And Kyle. That's a W right there. We're 2-0.
Failing upwards.
All right, and we're down to our final debate. Be it resolved that film was all downhill after the invention of talkies. So TV, I suppose. Are you for?
Film.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Great. Dan Donnelly.
You kids these days with your phones and your scripted dialogue. Back in my day, it was enough just to see that the actors had their souls captured by the demon box. We didn't have to hear them talk. If we needed to know what they were going to say, they put the dialogue right on screen for 1.5 minutes in big letters, which was good, except we couldn't read. But that's okay, because it preserved the mystery.
This is excellent character work, by the way, guys.
At my age, you can't hear the dialogue anyway. And before you say closed captioning, I don't want none of that foreign subtitle commie bullshit.
There's the stare.
Besides, I don't want any competition when I'm talking through the whole movie asking my son who that is and where I've seen him before and wasn't it a shame about his wife and all of that. Thank you.
Dan Donnelly, everybody. That was amazing. Come on, give it up for Dan. All right. And finally, we have Peter Fraser.
Good evening. Thank you for coming. Silent film is overdramatic, cliche, and riddled with affect. Having only silent films would be like if we invented improv but not stand-up comedy. If it weren't for talking in films, the scene from Dirty Harry where he asked, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" would have just been Clint Eastwood doing this. Forrest Gump would have just been about a man of diminished capacity sitting on a bench. Silent film can't even capture the language and nuance of even old Shakespeare plays or all the other old shitty British things. Can you imagine in every Quentin Tarantino film if they had to put the N-word up as a title card every 5 seconds? People would get angry. I think it's better that we're able to talk, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you tonight.
Peter Fraser. Give it up for Peter. All right, rebuttals. Dan Donnelly.
I'm going to break character for a second just to say, do we really want actors to be known for talking? Because every time fucking Jenny McCarthy appears on The View talking about how glad she is that her indigo child got the measles, I think we need a film industry that encourages actors to shut the fuck up. And by the way, the first talkie, 1927, the jazz singer, blackface. So Peter, what I'm saying is, you racist. Thank you.
Give it up for Dan, everybody.
Yeah, take that, Al.
Peter.
No, I won't let that stand. I think the most famous racist film of all time I can think of is Birth of a Nation. And in fact, we would have all been saved if there was talking, I think, in that movie, because none of it would have made sense. They would have said, why are these horses going so fast? And now why are we over here? And now why are we in the forest? And we're burning crosses. And also it's 4 hours long. You know what I mean? Even if it was as racist as that, they could have wrapped it up in 1 hour and 15. You see what I'm saying? I think you do.
Peter Fraser, everybody. Now comes the vote. All right. By round of applause, who's for Dan Donnelly? And Peter Fraser. Peter takes the win, for sure. But it's still 2-1 in this particular case. So the... What?
We win!
You believe. Al.
You believe you can achieve.
It sounds like there's some controversy here, guys.
Al, I may be stupid and silly, but I know how to fucking count.
Fake news, we win.
So, guys, let's put it to one final vote, shall we? All right, so who is for Team Famous Players?
That's us.
Let's try that one
Now
more
you
time
don't know
with the
who
right
you're
team
clapping
names.
for.
Sorry.
And who is for the Blockbusters, everybody?
We
It
win
is
because
really
they
confusing.
clapped for us.
Okay, you know what? That was really
times.
confusing. We're going to do it one more time. Who's for the team on my left? And who is for the team on my right? The team on my right takes it, everybody. All right, that's our show tonight. Thanks very much for coming down. We'd really love it if you'd join our mailing list. This is a new show, so we're still building everything else. We're going to hand out a few of these in the audience. Yeah, and you could qualify for a contest and get some free tickets to a future show. So thanks so much for coming. We really appreciate you being here. This has been And a Scotch Egg. I'm Mike Payne. Thanks very much, guys. Drive safe.